The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed on today's radio show and their guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints of Easy Way Broadcasting.
Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, text, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Southern California. Hello, Reatha.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
It's always a wonderful day out here, but we don't want to say that to everybody. It's going to be bringing a lot of people out here. Of course, then again, they say some millennials are leaving because it's too expensive, and some of the older folks in the Midwest and that are coming out here to retire. Anyway, Reatha, we got exciting dates. You remember the expression we talk about, think and grow rich? Well, Eric's show tomorrow.
Yes.
The Easy Way, wake up, the Easy Way, hashtag Easy Way, for, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got guest John Shin from Think and Grow Rich going to be on tomorrow. And I'm going to be tuning in on that. Oh, yeah. That's going to be exciting.
I need to think and grow rich. I really do.
Yeah.
They're going to have all kinds of good conversation on the show tomorrow, I'm sure. Good tips and everything.
So, remember, guys, it's very easy to text promote. I mean, this opens up a lot of doors. Just promote, spell promote, to the number 55678. Boom, boom, boom. Very simple. And, read the new Roku channel is what's going on now. So Easy Way is with Roku channel, and a lot of doors opening up.
It premieres in 10 days. In 10 days, it premieres.
Yeah.
On Roku.
On Roku?
On Roku, 10 days. We have a 10-day,
exactly.
10-day countdown.
That's right. Countdown 10 days. And we've got August 30th, Reatha, you're going to be there. The big event, the gold carpet event.
I'm going to be hosting. And it should be a very exciting event. Looking forward to it, August 30th. You got plenty of time to mark that on your calendar and be all set to go.
That's right. Expand your brand, increase your reach. The Easy Way Network overall it's exploding. With the Roku channel and all the stuff going on. It's amazing. But with that, I think we're going to move
that takes us up to hot topics.
Top topic.
Ripped from the headlines, today's hot topic.
Well, my hot topic today is the National Day of Prayer, which is coming up on May 2nd. Unfortunately, in the past 6 weeks, churches, mosques, and synagogues have been targeted in a series of shootings and bombings spanning 3 countries. There was the synagogue outside of San Diego where a gunman entered. There was a shooting at Shabbat of Poway, which had a deadly attack. And then there was the attack on the Christian churches in Sri Lanka. It's just unbelievable. But the National Day of Prayer is a time when we can come together no matter what race, creed, or color and love one another. That's the theme for the National Day of Prayer this year. Love one another. Now, the days of prayers have been called for since 1775 when the Continental Congress designated a time for prayer in forming a new nation. In 1863, Abraham Lincoln called for such a day officially. The National Day of Prayer was established as an annual event by an act of Congress in 1952 and was signed into law by President Truman. And President Reagan amended the law in 1988, designating the first Thursday of May each year as the National Day of Prayer in this country. Now, the government has proclaimed this day is offered to all Americans, regardless of religion, to celebrate their faith through prayer. Like I said, this year the theme is love one another. So on May 2nd especially, take time out of your day and pray for people to love one another, not just in this country, but in every country, regardless of race, creed, color, denomination, sect, whatever. We should love one another. We need peace. We really do need peace at this time. So I just want to remind everybody of the National Day of Prayer. You can find out the different celebrations that are going on around the country by going to nationaldayofprayer.org. And remember, love one another. Jim, what's your hot topic?
And that's true, Reese. Power of prayer. People don't realize it's for real. So I'm
absolutely.
I'm doing my. I'm in between tests. Waving down. Doctors are coming in and out to kind of do the show here. We got some news. Space Hubble results confirm there is something weird out. The universe is expanding. Well, I know that's something that's been on everybody's mind. A crane, a large, big, giant crane, fell off a roof in Seattle down the traffic, killing 4 people. Trump rallies this packed stadium for over an hour, but he didn't attend the Washington Correspondents' Dinner because, he calls it fake news. The problem is a lot of the news stations do not give the reports on what he's doing. They don't. When the jobs, the economy, the job rate is amazing now. The economy is going up, and all this power, they don't report that. So he didn't go to that dinner. Synagogue near San Diego is the largest tragedy in attacks. It's the latest attack, terrible, and houses of worship. The 17-year-old shot up the synagogue down there, and it was, I think, 4 people, and 1 lady passed away. Robert Bowers, he'll get. He's the individual that's been arrested for this, and he'll get life if convicted. Put him away forever. And the problem is, he was online talking about all this stuff, so that's pretty bad. After years of, so this kind of stuff's got to stop. They got to start researching. I don't think that all that stuff should be allowed online. Can a woman defeat Trump in the 2020 for the Democrats? Democrats are wondering, is it worth the risk? Men are competing, but they're transgender, and they're competing in the Women Olympics. Problem is, some of these, top women that are the champions that worked hard, and they're getting pushed aside. Well, not pushed aside, they're getting defeated in these events, whether it be running or weightlifting and all that. So now they're changing the law where just because they're saying they're transgender, they're not. They're man. And that'll make it more fair for the women who deserve it. Halle Berry said she broke 3 ribs while rehearsing for John Wick 3. And tourists warned about selfies. Tourists are standing on the edge of cliffs in these weird positions and all this stuff, and they're falling, getting hurt or dying in this stuff. Pilots demand better training if Boeing is going to rebuild trust for the 737 MAX, what they've been having problems with. 5 men trapped in a Virginia cave after heavy rains. An Idaho pilot rescued after his plane crashed into a 60-foot tree. The tree stayed in the plane, and they got him out. Tornadoes leave 5 dead in Texas, Louisiana. Also, severe weather threatens the East Coast, and they say this weather is going to be getting worse. What do I else say? Well, I'm just going to go to the Avengers Endgame breaks box office records, hitting $1.2 billion. That's a big one. And complaints on, you've ever had somebody come up and put some yellow on your tire and wind up getting your car towed? Well, it looks like they're not going to be doing that anymore, Reese, because it's against the law now, a congressional ruling where it's trespassing. So how about that? 40% of homeless live in California because of the weather. And what do you think about that, Reese? You don't have to worry about the yellow mark on your tire anymore.
Well, I think I've had my car towed once, but yeah, I think it's illegal for them to tow it. Tickets are one thing, towing is another. But then again, if they're a hazard, that's a whole other thing. But that brings us up to commercial time.
Yeah, it's commercial time. And until they run that commercial, there's an 8-year-old who's saying...
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At Easyway Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotion, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
For more information, contact 424-209-9290 or visit easywaypromotions.com. That's letter E, letter Z. We also encourage you to like our Facebook page at Easyway Promotions.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, Easyway Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly Magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with Easyway Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit easywaynetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at Easyway Network, Twitter at Easyway Broadcast, and YouTube at Easyway TV.
Boomers Forever Young is really making a name for themselves as an exciting nutritional company with products that really work. People from all over the country are starting to take notice. Their whole-person approach to health and wellness, combined with their unique array of powerful natural health products, are setting them apart from all the other companies in the nutrition industry. Their customers love the one-on-one free consultations and the results they experience. Sound a little too good to be true? Then go online to boomerboost.com today and sign up for a free consultation with a product specialist, or just give us a call at 1-800-861-4609. Again, that's boomerboost.com, or call 1-800-861-4609 to join the thousands already experiencing the benefits of Boomers Forever Young products.
And that's the name of that tune, and that definitely works. It will just, and it's, like I said before, it's not one of those sugar rush things that people do, drinks, they take those and, I feel good. But I don't think they're good. This stuff is all the real deal stuff. A lot of research went into it, and I take Boomer Boost. So, Reatha, we have a guest today that is just unbelievable when it comes to, getting back in tune, healing, and what the research that's gone into this. Her name is Dr. Janet Franco, and she's involved in this stuff that is so unbelievably interesting and has such research on the benefits of it, how it really works. The hypergenic chamber, the stem cell research, the neurofeedback, triple crown of health. I want her to explain it all to me while I get my blood pressure taken. But Dr. Janet Franco, are you on with us?
Yes, Jim and Lisa, welcome to the world of hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
Thank you for
I have heard about hyperbaric oxygen therapy, but I've never actually experienced it.
And Dr. Janet, this is Reatha Gray. I think you met Reatha.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
How are you this morning, Lisa?
I'm good.
Reatha needs to get on your program. So
yeah, I was listening to your show and coming in, and it's such a perfect platform for what we're introducing to the country. It's interesting. Our charity is called Imagine Now, NOW, and it started as Nurturing Our Warriors, but now NOW is the acronym for Nurturing Our World, and talking about mental illness, suicide rates, opiate addiction, drug addiction. We're getting a handle on this because we have worked with doctors now and researchers all over the world. And after we're losing way over 22 veterans a day to suicide. Since I started this gym 13 years ago, we've lost over 400,000 veterans to suicide in the last 13 years. So we're in an epidemic. We're in the epidemic. It's because so many of these amazing, brave soldiers and veterans are on so many drugs, prescribed drugs from the VA. We are now working side by side with the VA since the Mission Act bill was signed by Trump October 1st. It enables us now to treat veterans with brain injury with hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which is historical, Jim and Lisa. This is something we have worked on for 50 years to get this done.
Now, Dr. Janet, we used to hear, Reatha and I heard years ago, I don't think you're quite in our age category, but that the brain, once it's injured, cannot reproduce the brain cells. Once you lose them, that's it, finished. So that's not necessarily true, is it?
No. Well, they say that if you have a minor brain injury or a CTE, if it's minor, it'll restore itself. If it lasts 6 months or longer, it'll never restore in a lifetime. So that's the magic of hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And the number one question is, how does it work? Well, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, when you're under a pressurized chamber, for brain injury, there's different levels now. There's different depths that people can go in the chamber. But let's say traumatic brain injury, they have to go to 1.5 pressure, which is 1.5 times the atmosphere we breathe. So after you're in the chamber for 40 dives, they call them dives, they're about an hour each, what happens, this is the magic of it, the science shows that it saturates the red blood cells and then it pushes into the plasma. Once it gets in the plasma of the body, this is where the magic happens, Jim. When the plasma gets to 21% oxygen, it goes to the extremities of the body because now it's nanosizing the oxygen molecule so it can get up into the brain and it builds stem cell 8 times the point of injury. So it offers the brain its own platform, if you will, to be able to restore itself. So to date, we have over 5,000 veterans with restored brains in our country, and we're very, very proud of that.
That's amazing.
We're doing some great things.
That must be a good feeling when you're...
Now, is your whole body in this chamber when you're getting this treatment?
Yes, Lisa. You know, like in the Navy, they use it for the bends when they go deep sea diving. It works for the bend compression. So you get in the chamber, and I'm sure you've seen them. They used to be the old metal, the heavy metal ones where they close them up and it looks like you're in a coffin. But now we have beautiful chambers that have acrylic, like windows outside. You know, the whole thing is covered with acrylic, so you can see out. And we have them all over the country. We are a part of the Treat Now Coalition that was launched by the former Secretary of the Army, Marty Hoffman. And so now we have over 1,300 centers across the country that we've collaborated with. We don't own them all, but I become like a spokesperson for the movement because we're now treating autism, Parkinson's, MS, stroke, cancer. We're treating everything across the board. No, it's a whole new science.
How long has this been around, this chamber?
Well, it's ironic because we have been they have been actually playing with pressurized oxygen since the 1800s, if you can believe it. But since the Navy SEALs came into being, like probably back in the 1940s is when it's really started being studied, and we have white papers and double blinds. That we have all of this now in our arsenal, and we are now collaborating with scientists all over the world to bring hyperbaric, neurofeedback, and stem cell as a triple crown of health for the healing of our nation. And you guys talked about mental illness. Do you know the statistics on mental illness is 1 in 5 Americans are mentally ill? 1 in 5.
Wow. Yeah, I
and
touched base on that a little bit. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's but the good news is we're collaborating with mayors and with politicians and with celebrities. I know Mel Gibson's been treated, and Joe Namath, our famous football player, he now has a restored brain. So we're collaborating across the country to bring this treatment to the inner cities and start treating our homeless and those addicted. And so we're in an amazing time, Jim, and this has been a 13 long years, Lisa, of just being in the street.
Janet, you remember all the impact on the of the parents are concerned with the football situation. And, they used to butt the heads. You remember they used to bang the heads when they'd get a touchdown, and they don't allow that anymore. But they've had retired professional players. This one gentleman, he said that he's got a big ranch. He's wealthy. But he doesn't remember how to get back to the ranch when he's riding his horse sometimes. A lot of brain injuries from that. You work with sports people and find results?
Oh, yes. There's one very famous player that I can't mention on the air, but he's one of the biggest in the game, and he can't remember his sentences. He's broke now because he gambled everything away because he doesn't know anything. It's horrible. And so what we're doing, a lot of your athletic commissioners across the country, they have not been aware of hyperbaric. It's so strange, but now we're introducing this to states across the country, and now they're starting to erupt everywhere. I mean, they're starting to erect these centers, and there's a couple NFL teams that actually have the chambers now in their locker room. So the experts tell us once you have a blow to the head, if you can get in a chamber within 10 days, most of the time it eradicates the injury 100%. So our goal is to create the model here in Nevada. I'm in Las Vegas. Create a model. We have a Western type of a center, which is more for diabetics and cancer patients and traumatic brain injury. And then we have the spa side, which is for anti-aging. It's for restoring the body. I mean, this is the greatest anti-ager on planet Earth, is oxygen.
Well, Reatha's been looking for an anti-aging
now that's
thing,
what,
so Reatha, you gotta,
that's
gotta
just
get in
it. I've heard of hyperbaric chambers for the regenerative properties and keeping you youthful and young. Where can you go to find those for us everyday people?
That's a very good question. If you go to our website, we have 2 websites. We have one for our for-profit, which is payitforwardnetwork.net. Very simple, payitforwardnetwork.net. And then our nonprofit is imaginenow.us. Imaginenow.us. And if people reach out to me, you have a couple of them right in your backyard down there in Orange County, which is one of our best techs in the country, is right there in Mission Viejo. Mark Westaway, he's the best. And so if people listening can get a hold of me, I can steer them in the right direction. And now the pricing of hyperbaric is coming down. It was about $800 a dive. Now we have places that are doing it for a little bit over $100 a dive, which is very affordable. Wow. It's saturating the country, and we're really grateful because we got to get the suicide rate down.
The results are amazing. It must really feel good that you got into this, and having these kind of results and the difference you're making with so many, like the vets and the people in sports and everything.
It's been a long journey. It's been a very dangerous journey, to be honest with you. Yeah.
What is your
website going to be down
again?
in Orange County, I'll bring my camera and film you in action.
I'll probably be coming down within the next 2 weeks, so we'll do that.
Sounds good.
Janet, what are those websites again?
The for-profit is payitforwardnetwork.net, and that's what we do. We pay it forward, right? And then the nonprofit is ImagineNow.us. And guys, there is 2 videos on Imagine Now website you guys have to look at. They're only 3 minutes. One is our story about Eden Carlson. She drowned when she was a baby, and she was brain dead and heart dead for 4 hours. And Dr. Harch out of New Orleans, he fully restored her. It took him 2 years. Fully restored Eden Carlson, and she was on the Today Show about a year ago. So now we're treating about 1,000 babies across the country that are near drowning. That's the one. Wow. And the other one is our Kurt Allen. This young man was in a bad head-on car accident, was completely in a wheelchair, bent in half when he went into Dr. Harch's office, and they had to literally strap him to the wheelchair. And after Dr. Harch treated him for 100 days, he walked out of his office in 100 days.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
Yes. Now, I want to say something before I go. There is the Triple Crown of Health is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, stem cell, and neurofeedback. Then we have the Triple Crown of Wellness, which is customized nutrition. Guys, this is the first time in history that you're able to take a cheek swab from your home. They send it right to your house, take a swab of your cheek, send it into Dallas to a $50 million machine that took 18 years to develop. They read your DNA, and they send a 32-page readout of your DNA with all of your SNPs and your variances. Your variances are things coming in your life. If you have cancer in your line or Alzheimer's or whatever, it'll show that. But then they customize a plant-based formula just to keep those giant genes asleep. So it's customized just for your DNA. Is that not amazing? This is the first time in history this has ever been done. Yeah,
Janet,
it's called
I
Euphoria.
am in like Flint with this program. Triple Crown of Wellness, Triple Crown of Health. You're just unbelievable.
Well, my son fell out a window when he was 2 and suffered brain injury, and my youngest son was born with a condition that doctors didn't have a cure for. So I traveled the world back in the 80s and found answers for my boys, and so I dedicate this all to them. So thank you so much for having me on. You're really making a difference in so many lives, and I thank you for coming on because, your schedule is just booked all the time, so we're lucky we got you. But I will let you go.
And congratulations. Congratulations on being Woman of the Year.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congratulations for being a Woman of the Year and all the things you do down there in Las Vegas and all over the country.
Dr. Janet Franco, superstar.
I'll see you guys at this amazing event that you guys are doing on August 30th.
Oh, this is the big one.
Yes.
Golden carpet.
I'm going to be working with Easy Way and helping Easy Care, and let's get this word out there so people don't have to suffer. And you guys are doing an amazing job. Eric's amazing. God bless you guys. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye-bye now.
God bless.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Reatha, is that amazing stuff or not? I mean, wow. And
it is
and
amazing.
The research, the endless research that goes into that. And with that, Reatha, I think
it's time for us to move on. And we'll go to a quick commercial and then on to Carmelita's Corner.
Carmelita's Corner, all right.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, EasyWay Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with EasyWay Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit easywaynetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at EasyWay Network, Twitter at EasyWay Broadcast, and YouTube at EasyWay TV.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the godfather of soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. We have a special, very, very special guest coming your way today, and she hails from New Jersey. I can't say enough good things about this lady. She is an icon. She is a trailblazer, and she's been listed as one of the century's leading entrepreneurs. She has recently celebrated many years in the business as the founder and president of Barbara Walden Cosmetics, which is located in Marina del Rey, California. She continues to utilize her success as an instrument to help others. She's got a book that's been published called Easy Glamour, and the book has quickly established the new president in beauty, hair, and skin care for women of all backgrounds. The way she came into her business is very, very interesting. She started out as an actress. She had the opportunity to be in a movie with Elizabeth Taylor, of the Cleopatra movie, and also the movie entitled Raintree County with Montgomery Clift, but she turned it down because being a woman of color, it was demeaning in the roles that she would have been forced to accept. And so therefore, she passed that by, and at the time when there was nothing available for women of color as far as cosmetics were concerned, she decided to start her own. And the very humble beginnings in Watts led her to a path where it eventually wound up in I-Magnums, Beverly Hills, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and on and on and on. She has been featured on over 100 top local and national television shows and interviewed in over 500 worldwide newspapers and magazines. And now she's getting interviewed on Carmelita's Corner on Radio Boomers Live radio show. So I wish I could say more, but we'd be taking up the rest of the time just reading her bio. So with that to do, here we bring you Barbara Walden. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning. What a pleasure to be interviewed and be on your show.
Yes, I feel so humble. I mean, you're just a remarkable trailblazer, and I want to congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. And most of all, you are a humanitarian. I mean, that's a whole other book in itself, just reading all the good things that you do for people. It's amazing. And I know that one of your pet projects right now is actually looking at the women who would probably be cast aside because being a woman of a mature age myself, I'm just very happy that I'm being able to be given this platform where I'm on this radio show, which is now, I understand, receiving 650 million worldwide coverage. There's so much involved now with Easy Way Productions. I spoke to the founder this morning, and he was explaining it to me, and I'm just amazed at that as well. So we are so happy to have you on board today. And I'm going to give you a chance to speak now. Can you tell us a little bit about your story, about how you came to form Barbara Walden Cosmetics?
Well, I was under contract at Universal Studio, and they had no makeup for me. So what they did was to draw a white line down the center of my nose to highlight me. And the director was looking at the rushes, and he said, "Oh, no, that doesn't look like Barbara Walden. Take that off. And there was just no makeup for me. And my darling, beloved mother, whom I give all the credit for, I called her and I told her how upset I was about it. And she said, "Barbara, you came from a household where you were taught at a young age that the world doesn't owe you a living, that you must, if you want something done, get out and do it for yourself." She said, "Why don't you check it out and see if there isn't a product out there for something that you can do?" And the young lady who was a lead in the film, Private Lives of Adam and Eve, she was from Europe, and her father was a chemist. And my hair was really my problem, because whenever I would perspire or do anything that was very strange, my hair would revert back and it would curl up. So during the filming, they didn't have hairdressers, black hairdressers on the set. So they would put me in a car, send me to a black hairdresser in L.A. She would do my hair. I'd go back, and I'd look different because, when your hair is freshly done, it looks different. So the young lady came to me, and she said, "My father is a chemist, and you're having a problem. I want to take you to see my father, and he has a shop on Hollywood Boulevard." So I agreed, and I'll never forget the Saturday that I walked into his office, and newspapers were all brown and cobwebs hanging down, and I said, "Oh, no, I can't do anything here, not with my hair." I said, no. She says, no, let's go where my father works in the back. He never comes in the front. We went in the back, and believe me, you could eat off the floor. In his lab. Everything was stainless steel, and it was so clean and so pretty. So from that, he touched my hair, went through my hair, and said, "I think I might be able to work this out. It's going to take some time." And what he did, after 3 months, he designed a product for my hair, which is called Free and Set. And I can now set my hair, I press my hair in it, roll my hair in it, and get a curl in 10 minutes, and my hair doesn't revert back because I can put a liquid on my hair now. Well, from there, we talked about the makeup, and he designed the first makeup for me. I had a friend who was appearing in Europe, and I sent her some. And she started calling me up saying, I'm out of it, I need more. I felt, no, this is not right. Why don't I try and get this on the market? Well, I went to every major manufacturer, from Max Factor. I went to them all. I sent them letters asking them if they would, look into this because I had a product that I would like to put on the market. They all turned me down. And one of the companies said that, blacks, you come in so many colors that we would have to make hundreds and hundreds of colors to make makeup for you, so we can't do it. Well, this young lady, my chemist, her father designed the makeup for me, and it was from there. And, being an actress and getting all these bad roles that were not dignified to the black woman, and I was taught at a very young age when I was growing up at 10 years old. My brother, he was lighter than I was in the family, and he would always say I was black and I didn't belong to the family. And I would cry because I didn't want to be black. I wanted to belong to the family. When I was 10 years old, my mother took me in front of the mirror, and she said, "You are black, and you are my little black girl, and I want you to be proud of who you are. Be proud of being this pretty little black girl." And from that day on, my brother had to call me another name because he called me black. My shoulders went up, and I was the princess. So I always felt very strong about being black and being beautiful, and I know that our black women are so gorgeous. We're like one beautiful bunch of flowers. We come in all different colors. So I wanted to do something in that direction, and that's what I did. So first I started out door to door at 103rd Street in Watts, selling the product door to door, money back guarantee. From there, I went into the first major store that I went into in California. It was iMagnets, because I wanted to take it to the top. I went into iMagnets. I was in Magnets exclusive for about 3 months. And, we had no black women coming into iMagnets. And so I went to the buyer, and I said, I'd like to stay here, but I would also like to go into some other stores because we're just not really making it, because we're not getting my clients. And she said, because you only have makeup design for the black woman. You need to do something for the other women because they like your skincare and they would like to buy other products. Well, I went back to my chemist, and for 6 months we worked with 3 different nationalities: Asian, Latino, and white, and we designed makeup for all nationalities. And from there, I went into the Broadway. But then it was May Company. I went into Carson Piers Scott in Chicago. I just went into all the major stores. Every major store in the country, I sold Barbara Walden. But getting there was not easy because, you see, when I went into the stores, they had never had black makeup artists in the store. They didn't have anyone that's going to sell the product. And I'll never forget, when I opened this line in the Broadway, which is in the Crenshaw district, I was told by the store manager, who is going to sell the product for you now? We don't have anybody in the cosmetics department. And I said, well, I'll have to find someone. The Broadway had a restaurant that was next door to them. I went next door. I hired the dishwasher at the Broadway who worked in the restaurant, trained her, and gave her a job in the Broadway, how to sell Barbara Walden cosmetics. In Bloomingdale's in New York, I hired the elevator operator and trained her how to sell Barbara Walden cosmetics. There was no makeup artists that were black that were doing this. So I was hiring these makeup artists within the department stores, training them on how to sell Barbara Walden. And I get letters today from all over the country thanking me. I gave them their first job and how I brought blacks into the cosmetics department. And not only that, some of them went on to become buyers, like the young lady at the Broadway. She became the cosmetics manager. She later on became one of the buyers in the Broadway buying office. So that is the kind of a thing that really makes you feel good. I feel good about the makeup, but I really feel good about what I've done as far as opening up a job for our black women to get involved, and also our black men. I brought them aboard also. And that, to me, has been one of the most important things I've done. And along with explaining to our black women and our black men, letting them know that black is beautiful and that we're among the world's most beautiful women. And that was one of the things that we had to do, because I had so many of our black men would come up to me and say, why are you trying to make our women something else than what they are? I was invited to speak at UCLA, the first black female speaker, or the female speaker for the graduation class. And they called me and they said, we need you to talk to our young black men, because our young black men are talking black, but they're sleeping white. So we need you to come out here. So I went out and I spoke. The first thing I did was to meet our women. And I wanted to know, why did they not take care of themselves? Why didn't they enhance their beauty? I know your studies are important, but you've got to learn to take care of your personal appearances. And not realizing that that's what our black men felt until I left and went to talk to them, and that's what they were saying. We love our black women, but, they don't enhance themselves. They don't try to do things to make themselves look better. And I had to explain there was nothing on the market really at that particular time that we could do to enhance our beauty, and that's what I was going to do. I promised myself and my mother that I was not going to give up until I reached and let the black women know that we are beautiful, we're the most beautiful women in the world, and that we were born. God did not make mistakes, and God made us. and He made us the way we are, and we learned to accept ourselves and work with our beauty. And beauty comes with an end. And I was teaching that all over the country. I formed a group called Beautifying the Country. I traveled with 10 makeup artists at my own expense. I went to every major city, all the major stores, and that's what I did. And that has really enhanced me, and I feel good about that. And now I'm working with our seniors, and that is the most important thing right now. You know, our seniors like to give up, you know, and I have a program that I'm doing, and it's called Beautifying Our Seniors, Living More Beautiful. So I travel around the country, and I work with the senior citizen homes. I teach them and let them know that being a senior doesn't mean you give up your life. I'm 89 years old. I'll be 90 in September. And
oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
And they come up to me and they say to me, "I don't believe it." And I tell them, "You don't give up. I mean, you know, and you learn to do things for yourself." And I've got them. I'm doing a program for the Negro Council Women on May 7th in Inglewood at the Senior Citizen residence. I don't have the address, but it's in Inglewood. It's a beautiful senior place. They just built it a year ago, and I'm doing what is called a spa day there. And what we do is that I invite beauticians. I invite the students from the school. We have makeup artists. We have masseurs. We have hair. We have the works. And it's all free. And that's going to be on May 7th. But you have to make an appointment. You just can't walk in because they are only going to have 60 people. And I was told the other day that they have almost booked up. But they can call, find out, and go. And then there's also another one that's also, I'm not attending that one, but I started that 3 years ago. That's on La Brea, and that's the senior citizen place on La Brea, and they're also having theirs. Now, I think they have more than 60, so they can call there, find out what day. I think it's on the same day, I'm not sure, and find out about it. I started that 3 years ago, and now they're doing it on their own because I have to, you know, I travel, and I do these all over the country for our seniors. You know, our seniors are so beautiful, and they have so much to live for, and I have met so many seniors where they have completely given up. And I get letters from doctors, my office, saying that I do more for their seniors than they do themselves because I encourage them. Like, I have arthritis. I get up in the morning and I tell him, "You're not going to follow me around today. I'm locking you up in the bathroom because I've got things I have to do," and I get out and I do it. And I don't complain. And I tell them, "Stop complaining. Get out. Do those things. Get up in the mornings. You have more time for yourself. Work with your personal appearance because, you know, I go into hospitals and I go into convalescent home, and I can put lipstick on someone in the convalescent home who don't even want to get out of the bed. Give them the mirror. They look and see a little lipstick. They want to get out of the bed and do things." Yeah,
oh,
that's
yes.
what I tell them.
Yes. Well, listen, Barbara, on that note, we're going to have to say goodbye to our listening audience because I'm keeping one eye on the clock. But before we go, I want to thank you tremendously for all of that valuable information that you shared with us. I know I could just spend all day long with you. I mean, you are just remarkable. There's so much that you have already given to the community and to the world. Millions of people, you know, that really have benefited just because you have walked this earth. And can you tell them how they can is your website the best place that they can look you up and find out more about how to, for example, the event that you have coming up on May 7th? Can you give out that website?
You know, I can give this information, but I don't have the address of the one on the 7th, but it's at the Senior Citizen Residence in Inglewood, and I think it's on Locust Street. You know, I go there when I go with my PR girl, and I don't write down information, but you can look at also Friends of Barbara Walden Facebook. They can look there. and they can find me. They can find me there. They can find me on my website, which is BarbaraWaldenCosmetics.com, and I'm going to give you another number that they can call because my PR handler, she handles all that, and I'm going to give you that number so you can call. That's 424-202-7168. And that's Tammy, and Tammy is very good. She's been with me for years, and she really
yes.
does
Let's give a shout out
to
to Tammy. That's how I'm talking to you today. Thanks to Tommy, and I think she's listening. So anyway, we're going to say goodbye now. And Barbara, thanks again for being a wonderful, amazing guest, and we will follow up with you. And before we leave, I also want to give a shout out to Easy Way Network. They're just doing an amazing job. They've got so much stuff going on. We'd be here all day long also listening to what's happening with the founder, Eric Zuley. He's just a rocket star, It's amazing. So, okay, we'll until we meet again, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'll tell you what, Carmelita has such interesting guests. 89 years old, Ruth.
I've been wearing Barbara Walden makeup. I remember when she was in the Broadway. I remember seeing Barbara Walden herself at the Broadway putting makeup on people. She is definitely a legend.
Yeah,
but that takes us up to our tech time.
Smartphone, cell phone, PC, Mac, tablet, iPad. That's right, it's tech time.
Well, is your computer or your phone running slow lately? Probably one of the things you should do is clear out all that excess stuff you have on your computer, on your phone, on your tablet. There's probably programs or apps that you don't use. There's probably duplicate phone numbers in your contacts. There's probably all kinds of clutter of programs that used to work, but they don't even exist anymore, that are still clogging up your system. So take the time, maybe just a half an hour or so a day when you have nothing else to do, if you're like me and have all kinds of apps on there, and go through your apps and delete the ones that you don't use, first of all, and then the ones that don't even work anymore. How do you find out? Well, it does take time. Go through on your home page, start there, and look at the things on your home page. Mine's very cluttered on my desktop. So you just go through and check each app. See if it works, see if you use it, and if you don't, delete it. And then go through your apps that are actually on your phone, not on your home page, and go through and see which the ones of those. Eliminate them all. You'd be amazed how much space it clears up on your phone, on your computer, and how much faster it'll actually run. Also, you can go through your contacts. They do have programs or apps that will go through and make comparisons for you and delete them for you. But if you need your old equipment to run more like new equipment, go in there, clean up those apps, and you'll see what a difference it makes. Jim, what's your Jim for today?
It's time for Gems from Jim.
Okay, baby boomers, it's time for Gems from Jim.
Not yet.
Are you sure Dr. Rambal didn't come talk to you from GI?
Oh, no, not yet. But you're on my show now, so just letting you know.
I'm sorry?
I'm doing a radio show now. You want to say hi?
A radio show for a while.
Just letting you know, guys, this is live, and I have my doctor in here. So she said no, she wants to leave. I want to talk to you later. We're going to get you on the show, make you start.
Okay.
Okay. So, guys, I'm going to talk I find some cool articles here. We got an article in Forbes, the 13 biggest money mistakes retirees make. Do we make mistakes? Of course not. Baby boomers don't make any mistakes, but they say there's a couple here, so I'm just going to hit a couple of them here. So here's 13 money mistakes retirees should avoid. Not having a tax-efficient retirement distribution strategy. Each retirement account is taxed differently. If you don't strategically withdraw from each, you could pay more in taxes than you need to, and the tax will eat up your money. What to do? Talk to a financial planner, of course. Number 2, starting Social Security too early. Although you're eligible to Social Security at age 62, you will get a reduced benefit if you do so. So about 25% less than if you wait to 66. Now we'll go on to number 3. Focusing on returns and not the real issue. How to turn retirement assets into income. And we got number 4. How you doing? Being too conservative with investments is number 4. Taking advice from. Wait a minute.
We're going to move you to a different bed. So
okay. Taking advice from friends and family on how to invest, and failing to appreciate the power of personal spending decisions. Let's see, what do we got? Number 7, supporting your adult children. Being over-invested in your house. Okay, what to do? If you're in a spot, you can downsize, you can take money out, you can do a reverse mortgage and so on and so forth. Not recognizing how expenses change in retirement. And I'll go up to number 10. Worrying more about taxes than return on investment. What do you think, Reatha? A couple interesting tips for you while I'm getting wheeled around here?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jim, this is literally Radio Boomers Live, because Jim is live.
Yeah.
And having all kinds of stuff going on.
I'm doing.
I do the show from auditions. I've done the show from the hospital. Jim's do it. We are genuinely baby boomers living life.
I am in the yard now with a gentleman. What's your name, young man?
Tien.
Ken?
Tien.
Tien, how you doing, Tien?
All right.
Oh, you're on the show now. You want to say hi?
Oh, hi.
Oh, here's my nurse. Want to say hi to the Reatha and the listeners? Just say hi.
Hello.
They're wheeling me out. They're actually wheeling me out right now. Yeah. And they're unplugging me and doing all that cool stuff. And I'll tell you, Carmelita has some interesting guests.
Well, the good thing is the show is almost over, so that we're going to let them go take good care of you. He's getting some more test runs.
Yep. And we got Dr. Janet Franco. She's amazing. I can't wait to run into her at the event coming up. And we have, everybody's looking at me.
So we want to remind everybody to listen to Wake Up the Easy Way tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, EricZuley.com. Want to remind you to text promote to 55678.
678. EasyWayAccess.com.
And you'll get all the information about what's going on. We'll be coming up on Roku in 10 days, on Clearview, Amazon Fire TV, Direct TV, My TV to Go. Easy Way is just everywhere. Papa Zuley is just everywhere.
Right now.
That's what we like to call Jim, Papa Zuley.
I got all my notes sitting on me with all these wires and they're pulling into the room. Just general testing. I launch EasyWay.com, EricZuley.com, EasyWay TV, and don't forget the Wall of Fame. So EasyWay Fame, the Wall of Fame race is going crazy, and people are just, this is really getting interesting. EasyWayRadio.com, so on and so forth. But Reatha, I guess it's time to about sign off. And it's been
and the Easy Way Awards on August 30th. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be back next Monday morning at 10 a.m., same time, same place. And Jim, you go take care of yourself, have your test run, and we'll be back with you next Monday at 10 a.m.
I'm on top of it. Remember, the Easy Way Network is becoming the most interactive network that reaches out and benefits you. And that's being part of it. He's bringing everything. All the people are coming to the network and interacting. So, Reatha, we're going to sign off, guys, till next week. Monday morning, Reatha and I will be here. And keep moving, keep busy, keep the faith. And as far as we're concerned, Reatha, it's Radio Boomers Live out.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Gray, Star Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the Easy Way Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.